This is the AC board replacement guide for the X2D. Always power off and disconnect the printer from the power source before performing maintenance. Remove the old AC board. Step 1. Remove the rear panel, including the filament tube bracket and filament buffer. To do this, start by pushing the exhaust fan kit to the right to release the locking tab and remove it. Press the left filament tube connector and remove the loading tube. Do the same on the right filament tube connector and remove it. Push the buffer slider towards the filament outlet direction to expose the tube connector. Press the connector and remove the filament outlet tubes. Next, use H2.0 screwdriver to remove the two fixing screws. Flip the filament buffer over to expose the connector wire. Press the connector latch by hand, unplug the cable, and remove the filament buffer. Press the filament inlet pneumatic connector and pull out the filament tube. Now, remove the blue plastic clip. Press the black connector, then remove the black filament tube. Reinstall the blue plastic clip. Use a wrench to loosen the locking nut at the auxiliary extruder filament outlet. Next, support the auxiliary extruder with your hand and gently push upwards to unlock it from the printer. Remove the filament tube and remove the connector cover on the auxiliary extruder. Then, disconnect the cable and reinstall the connector cover. Push the filament tube bracket to the right to release the locking tab. Pull the filament tube bracket outward, then press the pneumatic connector to unlock the filament tube. The next step is to remove the rear panel screws. To do this, start by removing the 4 yellow screws. Then, remove the single screw marked in green, followed by the 9 screws marked in red. Remove the 4 screws marked in green on the left side of the printer, then remove the spool holder base plates. Avoid the cable and remove the rear panel. The next step is to remove the purge chute. To do this, remove the 4 screws marked with green, then detach the purge chute. Now remove the MC board fan. Remove the MC board fan from the groove on the MC board heatsink. Then, detach the MC board fan cable connector. Remove the 5 screws marked in green with H1.5 screwdriver, then remove the power supply cover. Next, use a screwdriver to open the orange AC board cover. Loosen the power cable fixing screws, then remove the 3 power cables. Disconnect the heatbed unit power cables. Next, disconnect the chamber heater power cables. You can use a screwdriver to assist with the removal. Disconnect the XT30 plug on the MC board. Then, remove the 3 screws of the MC board. Lift the MC board slightly to expose the AC board screws. Then remove them using an H1.5 screwdriver. Next, remove the AC board and disconnect the MC to AC connecting cable. Install the new AC board. Connect the MC to AC connecting cable to the AC board. Then, place the AC board into place. Use an H1.5 screwdriver to install the 3 screws of the AC board and tighten them. Install the MC board screws, then connect the XT30 plug to the MC board. As you connect the cables, ensure they are correctly connected according to the labels. Install the chamber heater power cables with red wire on top and blue wire on the bottom. Next, install heatbed cables with the red wire on top and brown wire on the bottom. Now, connect the 3 power cables to the AC board and tighten the 3 screws with the H1.5 screwdriver. Then, cover them with the orange cover. Install the power supply cover, then use an H1.5 screwdriver to secure it tightly with 5 screws. The next step is to install the MC board fan. Connect the fan cable, then install the MC board fan. Install the purge chute in place. Then, secure it with the 4 screws using an H1.5 screwdriver. To install the rear panel, pass the cable through the cable slot, align the edges and screw holes of the rear panel, and install it onto the rear of the printer. Next, fasten the single screw marked in green first. Then fasten the 9 screws marked in red. Install the spool holder base plates and secure them with the 4 screws. Insert and fasten the 4 screws marked in yellow in sequence at the indicated positions. Now connect the filament tube bracket to the filament tube, then pass the filament tube bracket through the hole on the rear panel. Connect the cable to the auxiliary extruder connector, ensuring the locking tab direction is correct. Insert the connector cover into the auxiliary extruder. Then, insert the auxiliary extruder into the hole at the back of the printer, ensuring that the holes and the protrusions are aligned. Press down to lock it in place. Insert the tube from the top center of the printer's rear panel into the filament outlet. Then, use a wrench to tighten the auxiliary extruder filament outlet locking nut. Insert the white tube into the auxiliary extruder filament inlet. Insert the filament buffer cable, flip the filament buffer, and install it. Then, use an H1.5 screwdriver to secure the 2 screws. Next, install the outlet tubes and loading tubes. Take the white tube and insert it to the outlet section. Push the buffer slider towards the filament outlet, then push the white filament outlet tube. Do the same with the black filament outlet tube. Next, insert the white and black loading tubes, and your 3D printer will be ready.